It is Tuesday, August 8th at 10 a.m. and this special called meeting for the fiscal year 2024 budget workshop is called to order. I'm going to start with agenda item 4, discussion regarding fiscal year budget 2024. Just to kind of give y'all a preview of how we did this this year with our overall budget. We started the year at 6.9 million and some change, dipping into our reserve fund. After the countless hours of workshops with y'all and meeting with Corinna multiple times, we've reduced that number significantly. And to give the public some background, that 6.9 included, bless you, a $3 million one-time purchase for new air conditioning units at our jail that are subject to a lawsuit. So that was an exceptional item that we don't expect, knock on wood, recurring in the future. So technically, excluding that, we estimated we were about 3.9 into reserve balance just to maintain our county operations. Next year, that number is not going to be as high. Corinna discussed this morning with me. We believe that after all of our cuts this year, we've reduced our budget down from 6.9 to about 5.1. So based on what Corinna told me, she said that's one of the biggest cuts in 1 year that she's seen. Is that a fair assessment?
Right. When you take out that $3 million of something that we did, have to do and didn't anticipate, that's really reducing it significantly. So that's the biggest cut that we've had.
So I want to thank all of y'all on this court for working with us all and putting the time in, and our department heads for working as a team and making sacrifices, because this is a family here, your work family. And even though we made cuts, I think we made some pretty good investments in the county for the long term. Part of this budget involved a salary pay structure for the future of our employees, where they have a roadmap to a good salary structure and good retirement. So we also acquired a building. We projected renovations. We've made a long-term investment in the infrastructure of this building. We've also purchased a lot of vehicles that were not only for this year, but we went ahead and bought some vehicles that were going to be requested by our employees 2 years from now. So next year, we're starting out of the gate, Corinne and I believe, instead of starting at 6.9 into reserve balance, we're looking at, what was the number we figured we were going to start at next year?
About 2 million.
2
million, 2.1 million. That's all things being the same.
So starting out of the straight out of the gate, instead of being 3.9 like we were this year, we've gotten that down to 2.1. So we are on the path to running a balanced budget here in the county in the next couple of years. We're still going to have to each department's still going to have to really dig in to see where we can make cuts down the road. But I think we're going to be able to get that 2.1 down even further now that we've planned for bulk fuel purchases with the investments we've decided to make in our fueling stations for Road and Bridge and at Tupperwine. Corinna's already talked about buying bulk toilet paper, printing paper, and we think that that's going to be able to shave a big chunk down. One issue we may have to discuss is where to store these long-term dry items. I have a quote coming in for a shipping container that's dual purpose. You can either make it and turn it into a refrigerating unit, or you can store dry goods. And I believe it's around a $12,000 investment. So if we were interested in that, sticking that Tupperwine central location, we can start buying some of these multi-use items and see if that can shave off added expenses in the future. So I think we're on the path, but again, we wouldn't be where we are without everyone's sacrifice in the departments and the efforts of this court. So I wanted to thank you. I know it's been there's some ups and downs and challenges here, but I think the citizens will appreciate the efforts that we've put in to take every expenditure seriously. I mean, there's not one item that we did not look at in this budget. So with that, I'll turn it over to Corinna to touch on anything that I've missed.
It's a great day.